I can't see out of this eye.
Okay, so we're trying to get good lighting for y'all because we love you. And it's really sunny because we're outside of Caribou, and yeah.
Curse you, umbrellas, for not being shadier.
Do you want to go on the other side of the building? Do you want to go behind this pole?
Behind the pole? But I'm sitting.
Well, Casey's webcam's broken and she's gonna get that fixed and stuff. But the topic for this week is
Drum roll, please.
I feel stupid. I don't know. I need to sleep more. No, I don't. Sleep is for the weak. But the topic is gay marriage being legalized in New York. Yay!
You know, I saw like 1.5 million things on Tumblr, but my favorite two were right after it was legalized. I'm following this LGBT laughs Tumblr, and it was like 1 million pictures of stick figures throwing up rainbows, and then the other one with like one of those like #1 mitts, you know, and it's like every time gay marriage is legalized for our state, it's like a point for our team, and I was like, oh. Yeah, it is. That was a cool story, if you weren't paying attention.
Normally I would have a lot of political things to say on this matter. But I was up till 2 last night, and my mom woke me up at 9. So, not much, except for, yay! I mean, I will say that I kind of feel like that the state's legalizing marriage one by one is just another tactic to slow down progress. I feel it's like sort of like civil unions or whatever. It's just like the right wing trying to pacify people. But there's my little political rant. For other than that, it's not a huge step, but it's one more step. Which is good.
It's one of the most populated states.
Yeah, and that's what I think. Like it's also it's full of queer people. So like. Yeah, and it's also where I want to live, hopefully. So that's good. But I'm kind of one of those people who like won't be satisfied until we've changed the world and changed the way people think, not just, you know, one more state. I mean, it's something to celebrate, but it's not the end all be all of things.
Yeah, in California, you should catch up. You have one of the biggest homo populations. Sorry. It's
she needs a drink.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's gotta be the weather or something.
It is so hot here. Yeah, like Brianna looks like her hair is melting.
I used my Frizz shampoo. I don't know if that helped any, but during the summer my hair, if I don't do anything to it, I look like Shirley
Temple.
Did you straighten it? No. I didn't do anything.
It is melting!
No, it's just the humidity. Either I'll have an afro, you know, or it'll be flat against my head.
Okay, one of them was like, do we have any prejudices against straight people? And I would like to think that I don't. I kind of stand by the idea that all of us are equal, and that really, I mean, what's the difference between me and a straight girl besides my dykey haircut? Like, I mean, what's the difference between me and my cousin Jenny, for instance? She likes guys and I like girls. Is that really, I mean, she's kind of guyish too. She's not, it's really not that big in the scope of things, and I wish that more people would realize that.
I have a few. I mean, I'd also like to think I don't have many prejudices against heterosexuals, but we all have our prejudices, and instead of avoiding them and pretending they're not there, you know, facing them head on and everything, you know? I mean, I just hate right wings.
Well, okay, yeah, but there's that. But that's like a totally different cat. That's like prejudices against conservative bigots. Not all conservative bigots are straight, and not all straight people are conservative bigots. It's not one and the same. The second question is, do we agree with the statement, gay men have it harder than gay women? And to a certain extent I do. I feel like the entire queer community tends to deal with prejudices but like the media has sort of glorified lesbianism to a certain extent. Not like lesbians who look like me, but lesbians who look like Lindsay Lohan's. She's not a lesbian. That was a joke. She's not a lesbian. Anyway.
We're not even going to talk about it that must not be named.
Like they glorify like
Ellen.
lesbians who look like
Ellen DeGeneres or Portia.
I would say like Portia or like the L Word characters.
Yeah. Those really, really attractive ones that most of the time don't exist. They look like me! Sorry.
Anyway, so I feel like that sort of like gay male sex has not been glorified in any way by the media, so I feel like that's part
Well,
of it.
not true.
Really?
My grandmother would have told you that they did it on soap operas. Which they did. And Will and Grace.
That's kind of true.
But I mean, they never really went into the sex part of Will and Grace. It was mostly just living with gay men in Will and Grace.
Yeah.
But I think it is kind of harder for guys.
Yeah, I do think that it is just
Because I mean,
of,
women,
yeah.
you know, guys are just like, you know, oh, you're one of the bros, or lesbian sex is hot. And then girls just don't care most of the time about lesbians, I don't think.
Really, you think so? Because I think
I mean,
that
a
way
little
more.
bit.
I think that way more girls dislike lesbians. Like I don't think it's equal. I do think that more guys find like are discriminatory toward gay men than girls are discriminatory towards lesbians.
But they're still pretty discriminatory.
I think that it's still happening.
And I mean, with gay guys, I mean, there aren't a lot of girls that would be like, that's hot. Like, they wouldn't say it openly. I mean. I'm not one of them, I swear. I'm not. But I mean.
I would say it openly.
Well, I mean,
But I'm not
like.
straight.
I mean, straight girls normally wouldn't see. I'd be
I
like.
can pretend.
You could!
Wait, you're like, I like Edward Cullen. He's such a hottie.
So you're Team Edward?
I'm a straight girl. I like nail polish.
Oh god, it's happening!
And boobs. I mean, wait. Well, actually, some straight girls like boobs. But that was, I got confused. They was black. Anyway, stay gay.
Stay gay.